Welcome to another Tuesday Tips at 2 with the Goldbergs. You're hearing from me today, Sarah Goldberg. It has been 1 week since President Biden has been in office, and already we're seeing major changes with immigration. What are those changes? We're going to talk about some of them today. There is a huge list, and so I'll be touching on certain ones that have already gone into effect. One of them is the Muslim travel ban. Individuals from 13 named countries were prohibited from being issued new visas to enter the country. Trump had put into effect immediately soon after his presidential inauguration. He wanted to target certain countries that he said were threats that had produced a number of terrorist threats, and so he said we need to limit individuals from getting visas from those countries. So Biden has already rescinded that order. Now, how does that affect individuals? For example, I had a number of clients from Iran. Even though they had petitions approved, family petitions, they were unable to originally get a visa at the consulate. And they were told, well, we have to do further review based on this travel ban. And sometimes waivers were required in order to have that individual finally be able to enter the country. Many individuals were stuck in this limbo, being told they're doing security check, they need to check things out, and so therefore their cases were further delayed versus the normal process. This was a huge disappointment for many individuals who had already gone through the process of trying to petition their family members. They were at the finish line but could not cross that line due to this travel ban. So that has now been rescinded. Now, the Department of State has said that due to the pandemic, they're still trying to figure things out, but it's going to be in a slow process. So even though we have this new change, it's still probably going to take time for individuals to see the actual results come into play. And I think that's going to happen with a lot of the new policies that the Biden administration is trying to put into effect. There's just so much that has happened during the past 4 years that to try to undo it isn't just putting a signature down. It's actually going from up here all the way down, and it takes time. But that's already something that is being discussed, and the Department of State has said that hopefully within the next 45 days, they'll have a new process in effect, because many individuals were even denied based on this travel ban, but they will be able to reapply. They're trying to figure out the process for that. And if someone was denied within the past year, then they may not have to actually pay new application fees. They may be able to just reopen and continue with their cases. But that's still news that we're going to wait on. Now, something else that has been discussed as a change is going to be enforcement. Under the Trump administration in 2017, he said that instead of having prioritization for who can be put into deportation, it was considered all-out deportation, meaning anyone who is unlawful, they should be put into deportation proceedings. While in the Obama administration, it was based on priorities, such as individuals who have serious crimes, they should be on the chopping block for deportation, while individuals who maybe are here unlawfully but don't have any criminal record, perhaps they should not be the priority. So those priorities are being discussed as to what will be changing. And each department, Department of Homeland Security, which includes Immigration Customs Enforcement, United States Citizenship Immigration Services, they're going to have to come up with ideas on how to prioritize certain types of deportation and enforcement. Also, what will be discussed is how to detain individuals, because previously in the Trump administration, there was a big uproar, which I'm sure y'all remember, regarding family separation. So the Biden administration has said we're going to put a stop to that, and ICE will need to discuss how they will put things into effect. Another thing is that during the Trump administration, there was a stay in place order where folks who were trying to apply for asylum needed to stay in Mexico to fight their asylum case. There won't be anyone new entering that program. That's what the Biden administration said. However, they haven't come up with a game plan for all those people who are currently in that program. What's going to happen? Also, other news is that Senator Menendez from New Jersey, a Democrat, and also Congresswoman Sanchez from California, they have proposed a bill with new immigration policy that they'd like to pass. What are some of those things to consider? One is that the TPS and DACA group, which we discussed last week, so they will try to fast pace that group to apply for to get permanent residence, and then be able to apply for citizenship 3 years after having permanent residence. That's one change. They're also talking about creating a conditional lawful status for individuals who are here unlawfully. I would say that's around 10 million. So they're trying to look into a possible all-out amnesty, and that will also involve a path towards citizenship. Those are some of the changes that are being proposed. And we'll talk more about what's up to come in the next few weeks, because we're hearing that the changes will be continuing. At least the proposals have been put into place. We'll see what actually happens. Until next time.